What is up, Renaissance Crew? I am Devon DaVinci. I am leader of the Renaissance Crew, and I want to thank you for tuning in to DaVinci Reacts. Today I will be getting into another Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer. Technically it's not a trailer, it's called an opening movie. So I'm assuming this is the first cinematic of the game. I would like to see it expand further than just the Final Fantasy VII opening, because I mean, we all know the Final Fantasy VII opening at this point. I want to see just how far it goes in, but it'll be curious if there's any type of gameplay that they show. I've already told you guys a million times, Final Fantasy VII is my favorite video game of all time. I've been waiting for this remake for the longest, ever since they first teased it back in 2005. I've been dying for this remake, and I'm looking forward to them possibly doing remakes to other Final Fantasy games, which I think they should do. They did remakes for 1, 2, I believe 3, 4. I don't know if they did a remake to 5, but 5 and 6 are the two that really need remakes. Like, I'm talking about the full-on treatment. Don't just do upgraded pixel graphics. Do complete, fully immersed 3D models with a modern engine. I think it'll be amazing, and I look forward to seeing what you guys think. Like I said, I'm not going to make this a Final Fantasy VII versus Final Fantasy VI thing, so I'm going to try to move on. Let's check this out, see what it has to offer. Looks like they're about to... Like, this looks like the area that Zack died in. I'm wondering if they're going to tie those two moments together. Like, go from Zack's death location to Midgar to Aerith to the landscape scene all the way down to the train. And I wonder if this eagle plays a significant part or has some type of meaning. This actually looks like the village that is built in Advent Children next to Midgar. Planet is dying. Remember that scene in the first trailer? Oh, that's nice. So we're not going to space anymore. It's like... It's almost like radiation. I said, imagine zooming into Aerith's face and she has like 4 eyes. I wonder why exactly she was sitting there looking at that. Oh, she dropped her flowers. Don't step. God damn it. Loveless. I love that you can see some of the scenes that you run through after the first opening bombing mission. Because that big like courtyard they show is one of the spots that you go to after you get done bombing the reactor. And I believe you also go there again towards the end of the game. Still does the kick, it's just a little more elaborate.
Get down here, Merc.
That was nice. I cannot wait until this game comes out. I'm telling you. I don't want to say my life has been leading up to this moment, but a significant part of my life will be reawakened when this game comes out. I've told you guys already, PlayStation 1 is my generation. That is the generation that I can fully identify as the one I grew up in. Like, I was around for NES and I was around for Super Nintendo, but I was a kid, like a really young kid. So those were more of my like older siblings generations. Those are the consoles that they asked for. The first console that I was specifically asked for, like what I want, and when my siblings like had moved on from games for the most part, I got a PlayStation. And to this day, I have no idea why I got a PlayStation. I can tell you guys right now, the story was, me and my mother went to a Target, and we went to the electronics section, and I distinctly remembering like standing right in the electronics department. There was a cased-in display, and on the left they had PlayStations, and on the right they had Nintendo 64s. This wasn't when it first came out, but this was my chance to get a new console. And my mom said, pick which one I want. Now, I have no idea why I didn't pick the Nintendo 64, because at this point, I wasn't like deep into games. I would just play the games that we had. And like, I didn't own any video game magazines at the time, so I wasn't like doing any research into what games were coming out for what systems. The only thing I was going off of was pretty much the way the box looked and the name. That was all I was pretty much going off of. But for some reason, I didn't choose Nintendo 64, despite the fact that we've had every Nintendo 64 that came out up until that point, and we had a Sega Genesis. I'm thinking, like, why didn't I pick the Nintendo? Because to me, it makes more sense. We were more of a Nintendo household. Why didn't I pick the Nintendo? For some reason, something called out to me to pick out the PlayStation, so I did, and that is one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. PlayStation was the funnest system I've ever had. Everything about it just screams nostalgia for me. You can say I have rose tinted glasses or whatever, but the truth is I do, because every little thing about the PlayStation gets me. Whether it's the opening jingle when you turn the game on, whether it's the accessories that came out that allows you to play Japanese import games, whether it was the fact that a lot of stuff that I was really big into came out around that time. So this was around the time Dragon Ball Z started getting shown in America. So that's pretty much when I started to get into anime. This is when Star Wars was being reshot for the prequels. So I was getting big into Star Wars. This is when Jurassic Park came out, so I was big into Jurassic Park. Like all the best things, like Lion King, like everything, all the best stuff for me was just coming out at that one, like that particular time, that like 6-year window between 1994 or 1993 and 2000, before the PlayStation 2 came out. Like all the best stuff, in my opinion, was starting to come out at that time. Now, Phantom Menace I wouldn't say was the best thing, but it's something that ignited my Star Wars love and would eventually lead up to Revenge of the Sith, which is my second favorite Star Wars movie of all time. Now, I'm sure you guys have your nostalgic moments, particular systems that came out that mean a lot to you. So if you happen to have any stories related to it, go to the comment section, let people know. I'm dying to hear about like what your first experiences were with video games. What generation would you consider to be the one that you grew up in, like the one that you didn't get adopted into the generation, but something that you were there from the very start. And you know, like any type of personal stories you might have, whether it's moments playing a game with family or friends, or like sleepovers, or like a fond memory you might have with a cousin. If you had parents that played video games, let me know what games that y'all like to play. Just about anything like that. Like I love hearing stories like this, so I will be going through the comment section, and just know, just because if I don't respond to your comment does not mean I didn't read it. I read almost every comment on my channel. So if you've left a comment, I've probably read it. Yeah, like I said, I don't respond to everything, but I do read everything. So just know that. So be in the comment sections. Let me know about your stories, and I look forward to seeing what you got to say. I'm going to go ahead and move on, but I'm looking forward to this game. I am so looking forward to this game. I cannot wait till it comes out. I will be doing a live stream when it comes out. I don't care if I don't care if my internet is shaky right now. I will do 10-minute streams, and those 10-minute streams will collectively add up to 4 hours. I don't care. I will play the hell out of this game, and I will make sure you watch me as I enjoy every single moment this game has to offer. But with that being said, I'm Devon DaVinci. I look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. This video was uploaded by PlayStation, so I will have the link for PlayStation's channel right around here very soon. It should pop up at any moment. And I look forward to seeing what you guys got to say. So be in the comment section, and I will have an eye out for it. I'm going to give you the deuces, and I'll see you in a future video. Deuces.